Step 4, we will activate the sheet by following A, B, C, and D. I see those are alphabetically misdone. I'll fix that. And we'll start with locating the Interpreter Toolkit button, which is here, but we'll do it from this active sheet over here. And I'll pull us in. So when we set our invoice date, it's important to mention that this is when the sheet will start going through its authorization process. And you hit continue. It will ask you what account you want to pull from. This is, you've seen this many times before on all of your things. For this, what it's just saying is that Google hasn't verified this app, which is true. This app is not turned into Google and had their, analytics guys look at it or whatever, because people create their own projects and all that kind of thing. It's not a necessary project when you're part of the people building their own projects like this. If I was going to submit this app onto the App Store or, rebrand it on a website or something to that effect, I'm sure, there's going through the processes. But for this, you'll be going to Untitled Project and then letting this process. And what it's saying here is that this Google spreadsheet app wants to talk to your calendar. And that authorizes it. And when you run this the second time, it's going to bring up the panel. So the second thing that's important to mention is in the previous, section, we were talking about naming and fixing calendars. So right now it's 2 weeks. I would go back from the date of today. So whatever you push this button and it says that day, I would go back 2 weeks. But since my calendar is cleaned up already as far back as January, I'm going to go back January to now. So keeping in mind that this spreadsheet app invoices every 1st and 15th, and it starts from the date that you put in here. So after you put this date in here and tomorrow it will run, it's going to go back to January 1st. So whatever that start date is, no matter the fact that it does continually work in the future, it will, go with the original start date that you've submitted there. And then going here, you will have completed that process. Let's go take a look here. And we have we have located the button, and we have set our run dates, and we have connected and went through the security processes. And last, we will add hours to our invoice, and we will, of course, just have done that by being here. And then we can see a change of workflow here. So when we add hours to my invoice now, there was a shift, and that was it's taking up all of the job information. So the last job posted even for this account was, it's a model, so today it's April 6th, but the last job that I had put in the model was for there. So that's running perfect, and it pulls all this information automatically. So at midnight, what's going to happen is it's going to add another segment of jobs, and that's all of the sections. So you would come here, you would start the process, you would activate the codes through the asking permissions. Then you come back and select this invoice between dates, and I'll just have to kind of put that back in there. I shouldn't have selected that button like so. and then going to now. And then the last part is, you come back in here and say add hours to my invoice.